Hello, welcome to AC Studio. Welcome to my review of the Joytoy action figure Warhammer 40k Adepta Sororitas Paragon Warsuit Sister Aedita. If you're a fan of Warhammer 40k or the Sisters of Battle, you are in for a treat. Joytoy has released this highly detailed and articulate figure of the Warsuit, equipped with the weapons and armor of the fearsome Battle of Sisters. Sisters of Battle. Always get them mixed up. So in this review, I'll take a closer look at the figure's design, sculpt, articulation, and accessories. We'll see how well it captures the iconic look and feel of the Adepta Sororitas, and whether it's worth adding to your Warhammer 40k or action figure collection. So this is the typical packaging of the Joytoy Warhammer 40k figures, and let's open it. That I notice is the waist joint not glued together, and it is very loose, so when I pull the figure out it just came off. I may need to use some glue and stick it back together, otherwise it will keep on coming off. Need to be very careful though. Just give a little bit of glue, will be fine. Just on the edges, not too much. Get the Alright, hopefully it will stick together now. Should be okay. Alright, that should be okay. Yep, that's fine. Now stick together. Good. But there are also some obvious quality problem. Issue with the bolter as well. You see it assembled in two parts, but the line is actually quite obvious, and you can actually push it back in, but then it doesn't stick together. So I need to fix that with super glue or something later. So this is the first negative thing that I encountered straight away when unboxing the figure. The Paragon Warsuit is a type of armor walker used by the Adepta Sororitas. These vehicles are only given to the elite Celestians who have shown the highest level of faith. The Warsuits are difficult to control, but if a pure sister of battle is able to form a bond with the machine spirit within, they can use the suit to engage even the strongest enemies on the battlefield. The pilots of the Warsuits need to have great skill, as the vehicles are capable of complex and fluid movements. Each Paragon Warsuit is armed with weapons that are just as powerful as those found on the Space Marine Dreadnought, including a multi-melter on the left arm, and the melee weapon on the right, which is the sword, and secondary weapons, the heavy bolters next to the shoulders. So let's enjoy the next 30 seconds of the details, and I'll come back to you and tell you what I think. A bit tricky to adjust because the space allowed for your fingers to hold the head is quite limited, but the head is very easy to pull out, which is good. As I said in recent reviews of the latest figures from Joytoy, the head is easier to pull out and it's easy to put it back as well. As shown in the unboxing part of this video, we have issues with the waist, but I just glued it back together. And as per information we received from Joytoy 2 months ago, they're gonna have metal parts in this figure. The metal parts are in the joints. So all these joints here, you know, the knee, the ankle, and the joint for the gun here are all in metal, and including the hip joint as well. So that's metal. So that's really interesting, and making this figure heavy, which is pretty good. So it makes it feel like, you know, those expensive Japanese figures, which always comes with metal parts in, you know, different parts of the body, especially the joints, and having metal joints, particularly on the legs. So that is pretty good. So most of the weight is at the bottom of the figure. Makes the figure easy to stand, so it won't be top heavy. So that's really interesting design from Joytoy, because as we know, most of the Joytoy action figures are pure plastic. So this time something different. Really like the metal color as well, even though this is just a natural color, but it looks matching with the rest of the figure. So that looks really nice. And the apron is in soft plastic, as soft as the Sister of Battle action figures. And also the back as well, that looks really nice. We got like really nice details at the edge of that as well. So that's really soft as well. It's actually quite thick, but it's very soft. And also you can see the arms, which is fully articulated, you know, holding the control console. And you know, all these pipes are soft plastic, much improved soft plastic. And this pipe doesn't restrict the movement of the left arm, which is pretty good. For example, if I want to flip it up, right, you can without much issues. Just need to put it aside, and you can still, you know, wrap it up like that. And yeah, and the rest of the figure looks pretty decent. You know, all the details are very nice. Look at this. I really love the details. The white painting looks really rough, but otherwise it's okay. And this details in soft plastic as well. So everything seems pretty nice. The back, I love the details on the back as well. You can see the icon. The detail on the shoulder pad looks really nice. Everything looks pretty good as well. So everything on this figure looks pretty good. And now let's have a look at the accessories. The first thing to look at is the head sculpt. So we are provided with two head sculpt. Look at the one without the helmet first. This one, I'm not too impressed by the sculpt. It doesn't look that great. Not as good as the typical Sister of Battle. Look at the differences in terms of color. It has the weathering on the hair, but this one, it doesn't really have it. And also the sculpt is not as fine. Look at the hair sculpt compared to, and also the face coloring is different. Face is more plain, where that one's got more shadowing. And the helmet is very nice. I really like it. It looks like one of those helmets from the figures. Yep, I really like it. That's pretty good. And lastly, the sword. The sword looks absolutely amazing. Look at the details. And look at the painting and the weathering. They are absolutely amazing. Love this sword. Very nice. Alright. So now let's have a look at the articulation. As mentioned before, the head can move, you know, 360 degrees. That's not an issue. It's just a little bit tricky to put a hand in it, put a finger in it. And it can look down, it can look up as well. So that's okay. And then we have the shoulder pad on ball joint, which is pretty good. It can move around. The left got better movement than the right, because the right is basically blocked by this piece at the back, so you got less movement here. And for the shoulder of the walker, you can see the ball joint is metal as well. It is on a stud which got two ball joint on each side, so it got much wider range of movement as well. So it can rotate 360 degrees as well, which is good. The metal elbow hinge joint, which can rotate that much, which is okay. And then on the other arm as well, it got the elbow joint and also a wrist joint. So you can rotate quite a bit as well. Pretty good. Look at that. You can do that. And for the arms of the figure, it has a double hinge elbow joint, so you can do that as well, but you rarely use these arms anyway. You mainly use these arms for sure. And it also got a ball joint wrist, but you rarely use it, so it doesn't really do much anyway. You can pull the control console from the hand. You can even pull the hand off, which I think you can. Can you? You can pull the hand off and pull this out if you like, but there's no point doing that unless you want it to hold some kind of weapon, right? The same goes to the other arm as well. And at first I thought that this is a joint, but it is not a joint. It's just a soft plastic piece, right? Which you can move and you can move with it, but it doesn't have extra joint. And then, as I've shown before, now I put a super glue on it and it works fine now. But you can rotate 360 degrees, and then you have the metal hip joint. This piece is also on the ball joint, and then you have the metal hip joint. This is actually a very stiff joint, which is really good. It can kick up very high, and then so it can also swivel as well. And then the knee joint, which can rotate only up to what, 70 degrees or something. It cannot rotate up to 90 degrees. But the good thing is, this can rotate as well. The knee can rotate a little bit like that, which is interesting because I haven't seen any Joytoy figures that can do that yet. And then lastly, the ankle. The ankle joint looks pretty good. It can move quite a bit as well. So this is really good, and nothing much, no toe joint. Generally this figure is pretty good. So generally for a big figure like this, the movement is actually quite good. And for size comparison, so you can put this together with the Sister of Battle action figures. So you can see it's almost twice the height of the typical figures. And let's compare with the Space Marines with Kelga. The Kelga figure is actually quite big. And then we compare with the 2.0 figure. 2.0 Space Marine figure. So that's 2.0 figure. And then we compare with the Tau Warriors. So that's one of these Tau Warriors. And then compare to the Tau Battleshoot. Can I put it in there? Yep. Alright. So that's a height difference. And then compare with the Dreadnought. So they are similar height, all three of them together. And then compare with the Shadow Sun. So it's actually a little bit slightly taller than Shadow Sun. And then the Ox Commandos. And the Chaos Terminator. So in conclusion, I would say this figure is a must-get in my opinion, because this figure looks really, really great because of the crafting of the details, and also the size of the figure. It definitely looks like an art piece. You can put it on your shelf, and it become one of the best looking figure, in my opinion, right? Out of all the Joytoy Warhammer figures. And this figure feels heavy, and it feels like a high-end figure. And it also looks really, really good together with your Sister of Battle's army together, as you can see here. So yes, it has some quality issues, but these issues are okay. You can fix it yourself. I highly recommend it. So now comes to the end of this video, and I hope you love this video. And please give me a like and comment. Tell me what you think of this figure. Have you got one? If you haven't got one, are you gonna get it? Please let me know. I'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.